out here at Lake Garfield with some of the guys from Slay Nation. It's currently 48 degrees, it's supposed to warm up to about 59. Big change from temperature from yesterday being in the 70s, today high again being 59. Winds are supposed to be getting up from 10 to 15 miles an hour, currently blowing out of the north, so you guys know what that means. Definitely going to be a challenging day. They could still be in pre-spawn, there could be some up on beds. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to go to a spot that we did pretty good at last year and see if we can't pull a couple fish up. But today is really just going to be about looking for 5 bites. We'll be very fortunate if we can come by 5 bites. I didn't even practice, so let's see what today has to offer, and you guys stay tuned. Looks like a nice place to stay warm for a minute. There's not a whole lot of places like this on this body of water where you can just go get out of the wind. I do want to hit this up for a second and then I'm going to go around this point. But pretty much what I'm going to do is what I was doing the other weekend, and that's finding fish in calmer water. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Gotta be careful casting in the wind. Try to move everything as slow as possible today. You can just hear the waves on the other side of this crashing. The further we get back in here, the shallower it gets. We're currently about a foot of water, 1.5 feet. I had to swap it up to something small here. I don't know. Gonna go with the confidence bait here, so I can go ahead and kill that. That's a bite. Should be a legal one. Should be 12 inches. Oh, I'll take it. Not quite 12.5, but he'll count. Could be some smaller males back here that pushed up already. That one was pretty aggressive with it. Now fishing around the same spot, I gotta make sure not to catch the same fish. So if I catch another 12.5, I gotta really look at the characteristics on it. Oh, that was a fish. Oh no, he still got it. Gosh, no. I wasn't ready for that. Dadgummit. There's definitely a bed right there for sure. Definitely felt like a scoreable fish. It's really hard to tell if he was still on it right there because it just felt like he dropped it after he moved it. And the way I was sitting, I just didn't have a good stance to set the hook. Oh, did y'all see that? That's what I'm talking about. Some males. No big females yet. But we'll take them. Every inch counts on a day like today, so. Number 2 going back in. Okay. It's currently 8:30. I think we got over here around 7:30, maybe a little after that. We put in a little late, but if we can average 2 bites, 3 bites an hour, or I think actually I've had 4 bites within the last hour. If we can do that, I'm gonna stay over here. I do think it could take around 70 to 80 inches to be competitive today. We're just gonna have to do our best here. I guess I'm gonna have to lock this bait in my hand again. I may tie like a little finesse jig on to try that a little bit. I also want to try to go down that little canal right there, the one that we were looking at earlier. That's a better one. $14.5. We'll take that for fish 3. Really trying to do my due diligence here and cast in every little hole that looks like it'll hold a fish. Oh, there's one. There's a good one. There we go. He felt a lot heavier because well guys, I thought that was the one that we were looking for. Look how dark that fish is. You can tell that they stay submerged in this thick stuff this time of the year, especially on these shallow lakes. I don't know what we're sitting with right now. We'll have to do the math here in a little bit. But while the fish are biting, I'm just gonna keep pushing. Get in here. That's keeper number 5, guys. Well, folks, keeper number 5, about the same size as the other ones. Can definitely tell that there's a lot of males up on the bank in here. There's a good chance we could come across a big female if we keep doing what we're doing. It is 10 o'clock. We're gonna have to do something here. I'm gonna play around some of these isolated patches here, and then I'm gonna move to that bank, and then I might move that way a little bit. I think that's my best chance of getting on some more calm water versus fighting with the wind. That should call for us. Hey now. Hey. Alright. 13 and a quarter. That coals out of 12. Oh, that's nice. That's a good one. That's the one we're looking for. That's a good one. Come on, baby. Oh, that's the one I need. It's like a 3. That was a little struggle there, the way the wind was blowing the boat. Alright guys, that is a good coal right there, 17 inches. That's definitely going to coal one of our 12s out. And I don't know if that 17 incher was like a 2.5 pounder or close to a 3, but it was a decent one for sure. I wish we could luck up and catch a couple more of them. We'll call it a day. God, he's hung up. I don't know if he's still on there. No, he's definitely not. And I am going to end it on that one, folks. We ended up coming back and catching fish like an hour later, and it was only 12 3/4 inches, so it really didn't help us much. All in all, it was pretty much how I expected it to be. I actually thought it was going to be a little tougher than it actually was. I really think we made the right decision to run over to that cove and try to stay out of the wind, especially considering what time of the year it is. Those fish are going to try to stay stationed on one spot, so finding them in calm water seemed like the best approach. But around 11 o'clock, that's when you can start to see where the other kayak was in there. There was a couple of folks that were kind of coming in and out as I was in there, and so at that point I was like, do I stay or do I leave? I felt like the area had been compromised, so I decided to run some open water with a jig and a chatterbait. Had zero luck. Pretty much came back to the cove, ended the day in that cove. I think we missed like one or two more, but all in all, we ended with 71 1/4, which landed us in 3rd place, and I'm not mad. That is a 3rd place finish for the first tournament of 2024, so hopefully the rest of the year we can do just as good. You guys stay tuned for those videos. They should be dropping here pretty soon. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
3rd place with 71.5 inches.
God. 3rd place is 74. That's good.
Mr. Chase.
All right. Dang.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Go up at 9 o'clock. I know get 3rd place. Apparently, I just needed to be late.
You should have left him at Alpha. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there.